Welcome to Tips from the Top with me, Jo Parry. Today I've come to Solway Community Technology College in Cumbria. This is one of the top performing secondary schools in the county. In this video, head teacher Lois Bird shares her top tips with me for parents' meetings. You have the parents in on a very friendly basis. Yes. They feel really part of
I hope so.
The school.
I hope so. Every time we can communicate with them on a positive strength, we will do. So whether it's inviting them in for food so that they can eat and see what the children eat, or open evenings where they can come and view our new technology so they can see what the children are actually using in the classroom.
Where do you see your role with the parents, meeting the parents, and what do you see that your remit is here?
I'm fortunate that I have a son of school age, so I know exactly what I would want from the other side.
Yes.
So I try and make sure that I'm available for parents before anything builds up that might get in the way.
Keep the problems small and try and solve things.
Be accommodating and be welcoming. And I try and empathise with them and the children in all the situations that they can articulate.
And I know you've worked in huge schools where your teaching commitment has been big. What was your attitude then? How would you try and manage your meetings with parents at those points?
Reception staff are key.
Yes.
And they would explain that there was a teaching commitment and I wasn't available, but somebody would get back to them within the morning or within the day.
Right.
And even here, sometimes we have meetings that go on and we get back to parents at 7 or 8 o'clock at night when they're in and they've calmed.
Yes.
And we can get to the bottom of something, or at least explain what's happening. Generally, I tend to write to the parents after the end of a situation and explain all the steps that we've undertaken.
And also that finishing off of an incident with a précis of it and what's happened and what you've actually done is lovely. And people feel really safe, don't they, if that's been...
They do, and we need to record that electronically, even though it's quite brief, because other incidents may happen and you might need to reflect back.
I noticed when we were in the dining hall at lunchtime that there were things from the year sixes coming up to the school and there were all the awards on the wall. That was on an open evening. Yes. You presented those on an open evening. So just give us briefly, how do you present your open evenings to your parents?
Meeting and greeting at the door, inviting them in. The children were there and they had 2 induction days with us. So they were all prepared to give feedback to all of the parents, not just their own, about what they had found. Right. New, innovative, enjoyable from their 2 days with us.
It's a good start, isn't it?
It is.
New parents, new students, and it just gets everybody on side, doesn't it, before you even...
It breaks down barriers before they're there. So you try and encapsulate for the parents the opportunities that are available for their children.
This is what could happen for your children.
This is what will happen if your children take up those opportunities.
Take up the opportunities.
Yeah. And through them, they'll blossom.
Lois, you're clearly passionate as a school about this. Good relationships, good communication. Congratulations. We all know as teachers that parents can be one of our greatest assets and our best resources. So when you're thinking about getting ready and preparing for your parents' meeting, my top tip is I note 3 things down about each child. 3 is a really good number. People remember in 3s. Remember, you should be thinking of positive things as well as probably 1 negative thing. Then work to that script. Keep to that script. That way, when the parents leave, they've actually got something substantial they can go away and work with their child on.